You know, Maya, I was looking at my old gym notebook from last year, and I noticed a huge mistake I keep making in my life. Every January, I say, that's it. I'm going to exercise for 2 hours every single day. And do you know how long that lasts?
Let me guess. About 2 weeks?
Exactly 2 weeks. By day 14, my body hurts, I am exhausted, and I completely quit. But this year, I changed my strategy. I told myself, just do 10 push-ups a day. That's it. It takes less than 2 minutes. And guess what? I haven't missed a single day in 5 months.
Because you stopped focusing on the giant mountain and started focusing on the single step. But first, welcome everyone to another episode of your favorite English learning podcast. Well, Leo, that is exactly what we call the 1% rule. Most English learners fail not because they lack intelligence, but because they lack a realistic system. They think that if they don't have 2 hours a day to read thick textbooks, they shouldn't even try.
It's a huge mathematical mistake. Think about the pure logic of small numbers. If you improve your English by just 1% every single day for a year, you don't just become 365% better. Because your progress multiplies on top of itself, what we call compounding, you actually end up nearly 38 times better by the end of the year.
38 times better, just from doing one small thing a day. That means consistency will always beat intensity. A person who practices for 10 minutes every single day will always become more fluent than a person who studies for 4 hours only on Sundays and then touches nothing for the rest of the week.
But why do our brains hate small steps so much, Maya? Why do we feel like 10 minutes of English is not enough?
It's a cognitive trap called all or nothing thinking. Our minds love extremes. We believe that a goal must either be done perfectly or not done at all. So, if a learner has a busy day at work and can't complete a full 60-minute lesson, their brain says, well, let's just do 0 minutes today and watch TV instead.
It's the ultimate fluency killer. When you choose 0 over 1%, you aren't just staying in the same place. You are actually losing momentum. You are training your brain to give up when life gets busy.
I always tell my students, reduce the scope, but keep the schedule. This means that if you are completely overwhelmed by a heavy workload today, don't cancel your English time. Just reduce it. Instead of watching a 30-minute educational video, just listen to 1 minute of a song and write down one new word.
You are keeping the habit alive. You are telling your subconscious mind, I am still a person who speaks English. I am still moving forward. That psychological victory is worth more than any grammar exercise.
So, what does a 1% brick look like in real life? We know you are busy. You have a job, a family, a life. You don't have open hours. So, let's look at 3 simple micro habits you can start today. The 5-minute morning input. Habit 1. While your coffee is brewing, read just one short article or listen to one news clip in English. Do not try to memorize it. Just let your brain hear the language.
The passive subtitles shift. Habit 2. When you watch Netflix in the evening, Turn off your native language subtitles and switch them to English. You are already relaxing. You are just shifting the environment by 1%.
The 2-minute evening review. Habit 3. Before you close your eyes, write down exactly 3 English words you learned today in a small notebook. That is your brick for the day.
Notice that none of these steps require you to sit at a desk with a pen and paper for an hour. They are small shifts. They fit inside the empty spaces of your existing routine.
You are changing your environment, not your lifestyle. That is how the 1% rule becomes sustainable.
Now, we have to be honest with you. There is a catch to the 1% rule, and you need to be prepared for it. In the beginning, 1% progress is completely invisible.
This is where most people quit, right?
Yes. If you practice for 15 minutes today, your English tomorrow feels exactly the same. If you do it for a week, you still make mistakes in your meetings. Your brain says, "Hey, I'm doing the work, but nothing is changing. This doesn't work."
This is what habit experts call the plateau of latent potential. It's like heating an ice cube. If the room is at -5 degrees and you heat it to -4, -3, -2, nothing happens. The ice is still solid ice. You don't see any progress. But then you hit 0 degrees and suddenly the ice begins to melt.
The previous work wasn't wasted. It was just being stored.
Beautifully said. All those 5-minute mornings, those small podcasts you listen to in the car, they are storing potential energy in your brain. Then, one day, you are in a live business meeting, and a phrase just flies out of your mouth automatically. You didn't translate, you didn't freeze. That is the moment the ice melts.
So when you feel like you aren't improving, remind yourself, the roots are growing. Don't break the chain.
Let's enter the vocabulary lab and lock down 12 simple but powerful terms we use today to talk about habit design and motivation. Defeated. Feeling broken, discouraged, or helpless in the face of a massive challenge. To compound. To grow by accumulating value on top of previous growth over time. To multiply. To increase greatly in number or quantity, to build up exponentially. Guilt trip. A strong feeling of regret or self-blame that forces you to take unnatural action. Avalanche. A massive, overwhelming amount of things arriving all at once. For example, an avalanche of vocabulary. Consistency. The habit of doing something regularly and steadily without stopping. Burnout. A state of total physical and mental exhaustion caused by excessive intensity. Micro-habit. An extremely small, simple action that takes less than 5 minutes but builds a long-term routine. Sustainable. Capable of being maintained or continued at a steady rate over a long period. Invisible. Unseen. Impossible to notice with the naked eye in the short term. Plateau. A period or state where there is no visible progress or change after a time of growth. To break the chain. An idiom meaning to stop a daily, consecutive streak of a good habit.
Let's finish strong with our shadowing drill. Listen to our voices, copy the emphasis, and repeat these 2 foundational mindset phrases out loud. Phrase number 1, the ultimate truth of fluency. Intensity creates burnout. Consistency creates fluency.
Phrase number 2, trusting the unseen journey. Small actions don't just add up, they multiply.
Fantastic job. You just completed your 1% improvement for today. You didn't break the chain, and you are officially closer to your goals than you were 20 minutes ago.
If this motivation masterclass gave you a sense of relief and focus, hit subscribe and share it with a friend who is tired of Sunday cramming.
Lay your brick every day, trust the math, and keep your mindset sharp. See you in the next masterclass. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.